say that word, but it says, am I the A, or did I just do what was right? These are the ITA stories from the Reddit. So, the scene. So I'm 21st and I'm part of this university's I'm part of this university sports group. It's mostly guys, like 10 to 15 of them, and only a few girls including me. My boyfriend, who is 20, is also part of this group. We've been together for a year, but we've known each other way longer. Everything was honestly chill at first. Hakukuwa na drama kubwa, just training jokes, small hangouts. Then there was this girl, let's call her Sarah. That's what I'm calling the girl. She was also 21, very active in the group, even part of the committee. At first, she was cool, but over time, I started noticing something. Sarah had strong opinions, very strong. You understand those kind of girlies? And once she got emotional about something, she didn't really know where to stop. This one incident started everything. So there was this guy in the group, let's call him Jeff. Jeff and Sarah had some kind of short flame, but things didn't end well. He moved on and she didn't take it well at all. At first it was normal heartbreak stuff, but then it turned into constant talking about him. I hate girls to heal it, sometimes it's very hard. Anyway, every hangout, every conversation, Jeff this, Jeff that, Jeff did this, Jeff did that, I don't know, Jeff what, at some point it started affecting the whole group dynamic. People were getting tired, but nobody wanted drama, so they stayed quiet. Oh my god. Then one day we had a girls hangout, just me, Sarah, and a few other girls. We even agreed, okay, 1 hour of boy talk, then we move on. I'm telling you that things happen. These things do happen. Sounds harmless, right? Mambo ilianza poa, laughing, gossiping, normal stuff. But then Sarah brought up Jeff again, and this time it wasn't just about him. It escalated. She started saying that any guy in our sports group who didn't fully take her side or stayed neutral was basically a bad man. When did we become like this though? I don't know. And then she went even further. She literally said things like, how tell wanaume ovyo too, they don't respect women. And then she looked at me and added, even your boyfriend is included. Okay. That one hits differently because my boyfriend had nothing to do with her situation. I won't lie, I was shocked. The room was hyping her up. The other girls were like, yes girl, facts, yes girl, facts, yeah, unasema ukweli, men are trash. It became this emotional wave and I just sat there, silent, not because I agreed, but because I didn't want to kill the mood. But inside, I knew something was off, very off. And then this caller changed everything. I stepped aside and called my boyfriend. I told him what she said, and he was honestly hurt, not angry, just disappointed because he actually considered Sarah a friend. That's when I realized this wasn't just girls venting. This was affecting real relationships in the group. And this is the point where we take decisions. A few days later, we had a committee meeting for the sports group. Sarah wasn't there, Jeff wasn't there, so I decided to speak. I told them exactly what was said, not to start drama, but because people deserved context. Because she was in a leadership position and this wasn't small talk anymore. Some people were shocked, some were quiet. But I remember one guy, Chris, later said, he was serious, we needed to know. You know, there are always funny guys in a group of people, yeah? So I think Chris was one of them. Then things escalated fast. Chris confronted Sarah separately after hearing similar things elsewhere. He even referenced what I had said. And suddenly, everything exploded. Sarah denied it at first, said I exaggerated, said I twisted her words. But then she started apologizing to people, just not to my friend. That part was strange. Oh my God. Then one morning I got removed from the girls group chat, blocked my boyfriend too, and we started getting messages from her friends, not exactly friendly ones. Some people in the group stayed neutral, some agreed with me, some said I should have stayed quiet, and Sarah, she completely cut communication. No apology to my boyfriend, no conversation, just silence and blocks. And that's where I started questioning everything. Did I protect the truth or did I break something that didn't need breaking? You're overthinking, huh? Sometimes doing what feels right doesn't feel good afterward, because truth and peace don't always live in the same place. And still, I ask myself, if I had stayed quiet, would things have been better, or would it have exploded later anyway? So be honest, was I an A, or was I just the only one willing to? Guys, what do you think? I don't want to pour out my views and what I'm thinking about this, but I think there's a lot more. Yeah, so let me know your thoughts, guys.